Hello and welcome to B&D. Please like, comment, share, subscribe and hit the little bell for your notifications. And hello and welcome back. As you say, I haven't really changed much from the last video because I was asked in my Wiltshire Farm Foods thing to try out Oakland Oakhouse Foods, and I just had to have a look. Yeah. And try and get them. Well, what we're going to do is, instead of me buying them, we're going to look at some of the items that they've got and their price range. Now, I have my computer set up to the television, so I'm going to turn you round and I have to line up the phone with the television screen at the angle that we've currently got. So with that, I'll turn you around and we'll show you the screen and we will discuss what we have, and you can work out whether you think, when we're looking at these things, are they worth getting? So with that, I will turn you around. Okay, we have here the mixed grill. Its price is £7.95. Now, I can't tell if I'm in shot or not because we're using the reverse camera bit, but we look at the meal. We have a look. £8 for this meal, and it only has 435 grams. Yes, of course, it's more than the standard 400 grams of most ready meals, but for what is in it and the portion size of the items, is it worth £8? Now, I'm going to have to move you up now. See if I can... Okay, we're back. What we have here is a list of what is in this meal. We have, number one, we have the chip. The chips are really heavy. The problem comes with this is that we don't have a lot of weight for other stuff at the minute. So we have the chips done in sunflower oil, soiled pepper. All of this is technically linked to the chips with the coatings and whatever they have on them. So we have peas, which is then next, which therefore has more than the 11% of the gammon steak, which probably means there's maybe about 15 grams of peas. And to get to where we are starting to think that the chips might be 40 to 50% of the weight. But we will see. So the gammon steak is 11 grams. 11 grams is, well, let's say near enough 50 grams of gammon steak. That is not a lot. It is not a very large steak. What's 50 grams in ounces? I think 227 ounces is about 6 ounces, isn't it? 227. So we've got like a fifth of that. It's like 1.5 ounces, if that. So then we go on that the gammon steak is cured in salt, bicarb, preservatives, nitrate oxide, sodium ascorbate, sodium tri... Oh, I hate these long words, don't you? Tripolysulfate, sodium ascorbate. Right, okay, let's forget that. I don't know what this stuff is technically, unless you put it in the simplest of forms, but there you go. We have the sausage, 10%, which is easy. It's 43 grams. So the sausage is 43 grams. The sausage is pork, wheat. It doesn't say what percentage of the pork it is, so it could be as low as the 42%. And then we're going, well, look, this is a mixed grill. We've only got the sausage and the pork, and we're at 10 grams. how the hell big is the steak, which isn't even on this list, because we have all the additives to the pork sausage: salt, dextrose, which is a sugar, spice extracts, pepper, nutmeg, ginger, cinnamon, garlic, ascorbic acid. We're once again off the screen. So yeah, back again. Ascorbic acid filled into beer. So right, cooked chicken. The chicken fillet is 9%, which 4.3 times 9, 36, about 40 grams of chicken. Button mushrooms, half a tomato. Fine. I don't think there's any steak in this, is there? I haven't missed a steak anywhere, or a percentage for it. But we have 9%. We have... Go back up. So yeah, this mixed grill has 30% of its weight as meat. And not that much meat. The sausage, the gammon, and this is the tiny fillet of chicken. 3 little mushrooms, half a tomato. Peas. There's no steak at all. There's no sliced lamb. Even your gammon doesn't even come with pineapple or an egg. So how can this meal be worth £8? So yeah, this is the most expensive meal you can get from them. And I'd rather have a burger in Witherspoons with a drink and spend less than that for what you are getting there. Okay, so now I'm going to sort the main meals by price. Sweet and sour chicken, £5.40. Look at the size of it. I don't see any weight on this one yet. Inside the sweet and sour is onion, red pepper, pineapple, served in egg fried rice. There's no weight on what that one is. Next, down in this section over here, I don't know if you can see my cursor moving, we have the steak and kidney pie, which is over here. That's £3.85. For that pudding you can get for £2, because I don't think you're getting anything else with it other than the pudding. We have a vegetable sweet and sour, which is £5, which is the middle item, and creamy leek and potato bake, an item with no meat in it. Cauliflower cheese, which is the one over here as well. That's £5.05. Chili con carne, which is the middle, and liver and onions, which is £5.20. I don't like liver and onions. Then we come to a £5.25 sausage and mash, 2 sausages, a bit of potato and some peas. And I have always said that you can do this for under £1, so why would I spend £5 on it? And even down to, in the middle, we have sausage, beans and chips, £5.25 for 2 sausages, half a tin of baked beans and a handful of chips. Once again, quite an easy thing to do. Even if you went for the expensive sausages, you're not going to make an item. Buy 6-pack Aldi sausages, the premium ones, £2.50, 40p each, 80p for the sausage, half a tin of beans, which is 28p a tin, for half of that is 14, and some chips. This will depend. The cheapest chips you can get are £1 a bag, so even 200 grams of that, you're looking at 30p worth of chips. You can see 30, 80, and 15 would be 80, about £1.20, and you're paying £5.25. The cottage pie, which is being reduced, is £5.25. Now, I've had the cottage pie from God speak anymore, Wiltshire Farm Foods, and it certainly wasn't that price. So therefore, when we look at the prices here, when you look at the prices here, what you are paying for these items, they're a lot more. The portion size isn't any bigger. That you're not getting a bigger or even posher items. Vegetable hot pot. The same as the mince one version, but you've only got vegetables. So that's dead expensive. How much is that now? $5.35. A Thai fish cake and vegetables. You can buy high quality fish cakes for £2 for two, or $2.50 for two. So everything that we have technically that is in their cheapest mains isn't cheap. The pork, we've got a £5.40 pork faggot with mushy potato and peas. You can buy Mr. Brain's faggot. Oh god, there's this horrible a name for these things. Because I think you're only getting one looking at the picture. There is only one on the screen. So, looking at it, the meal looks so small. Every single one of these meals look really small. They don't look like a proper size meal, even though I think they are all near the 400. They're just so expensive. We can buy some premium meals for the price of these in any freezer, and that's virtually how you're going to probably get them. So why bother ordering this when you can go to a freezer and buy something? Even with Wiltshire Farm Foods, yeah, fine. But I went and picked that up for people who are damn lazy, who, if you take it, use HelloFresh and Gusto. They don't want to go to the supermarket to buy the stuff. So they believe in that they need someone to be in for the delivery to happen is easier than physically going to the shop and physically picking what you would like. So that's why I did the Wiltshire. There wasn't any other reason other than why spend as much or more on Gusto and HelloFresh and all of the other ones that you have, when you can have a meal that's already pre-made if you are that lazy. But technically speaking, all of the meals, when you look at how much you're going to spend, even if it's £3.50 or £4, you can buy just go into one freezer and just buy the stuff cheaper. I would say Iceland, but really I don't really want to. So Farm Foods and any other freezer company that you wish to use, there is more than one. So yeah, I need to home. Getting any of these foods, yes, I never seem to have a problem with them not tasting nice. But these prices are equal, around the price anyway, of just going into Marks and Spencer's. And if my suggestion is to go into Marks and Spencer's to buy a meal, it has to be a sudden expensive meal. Because Marks and Spencer's hike up the price, and yet it tastes nice, but that doesn't justify the much higher price for an item. Just go into Marks and Spencer's, have a look at the price of the strawberries. Now go into Asda, Tesco's, or any of the cheaper supermarkets and look at the price of strawberries. They probably come from the same farm. How many... It was physically... It's like, in the past there used to be videotapes. And they were £1. And they came from a country which was always the same for each of these pound videos. The box has changed, the tapes don't look any different, and neither does the tape. How many videotape companies must this country have to make all these makes. They don't. They just repackage it. The tape's the same, the box changes its colour for whatever company that wants to use their tapes and sell them. No different from the food. But they didn't change in quality, but they were £1. These meals may be fine, but there are cheaper ones which are just as equal. And to back that statement up, I watched Sam Wilder, and he did a one from Asda's cheap range, the cheapest range that they've got, which he had some saver item, and he got the pound lasagna, and he had that, and then he's gone, I want to try the one you get in the fridge, which is £2.20, so £1.20 more, double the price. And he had that, and he couldn't find a bloody difference with the pound 99 pence version and the more expensive version. Why? Because they were blasted the same thing, just in a slightly different box. No difference. You paid a lot more because it wasn't frozen. It was in the fridge section. No justification for it, other than if you don't sell it, it goes off much faster in the fridge. So don't put in the bloody fridge is the easiest thing. So yeah, saying that we can go and find any other food company that will deliver a ready meal to our door is easy to say, but on price wise they aren't really worth the money. They are still cheaper than HelloFresh and Gusto, but really for what you are getting, you can get them for easy half the price, or make them yourself and you can get them for technically a third of the price. So with that, thank you for watching, and I will see you again later. Bye for now. Meow. Next time.